There was a time, long before time itself, even before the earth was formed or the first stars began to shine in the void. There was only the celestial realm. It was a domain of perfect light and absolute harmony, where peace was as natural as existence. But history teaches us that even in the purest of paradises, a shadow can find a place to be born. The ancient tales whisper of one of the most powerful celestial beings, an angel of unmatched brilliance, whose beauty and wisdom outshone many others. Known by many as the Light-Bearer, he was admired, respected, and loved. However, within his luminous being, something no one perceived began to sprout. A burning desire, an ambition to be more than what he was created to be. It was a yearning for power that was not his to claim. At first it was just silent doubts, whispered questions in the depths of his mind about the established order. Why must there be a hierarchy? Why should worship be directed to a single point? These doubts, watered by the pride flourishing in his heart, soon transformed into a bold, forbidden idea. Why obey when I can reign? That question, once formed, became the seed of a rebellion that would shake the very foundations of creation. He was no longer content to be a reflection of the light. He wanted to be the source itself. The seed of discord was planted and ready to grow, transforming the most beautiful of angels into something entirely new, something dark, with seductive words. Woven with the finest art of persuasion, he began to spread his vision among his celestial brothers. To the discontented, he promised freedom from the chains of service. To the ambitious, power beyond their wildest dreams. To all, a new kingdom, an empire, where they would be masters of their own destiny. No more servants. Thousands, then tens of thousands, were captivated by his charisma and the promise of self-determined glory. The harmony of heaven began to shatter, replaced by factions and whispered conspiracies. The poison of rebellion spread like a wildfire. What was once a united family became a divided army ready for war. And a war began, not a war of men with swords and shields, but the first war of existence. Light against darkness, loyalty against ambition. Heaven, once a place of immaculate peace, transformed into a cosmic battlefield. Energies capable of creating and destroying worlds were unleashed in a cataclysmic conflict. The heavens trembled, and the eternal light was momentarily obscured by the fury of the battle. The loyal angels fought to preserve the order and sanctity of their home, while the rebels fought with the desperate ferocity of those who believe they are fighting for their own divinity. It was a clash that would define the fate not only of heaven, but of everything yet to come. But no pride, however great, and no ambition, however burning, could overcome the infinite power of the Creator. The source of all light cannot be subdued by the shadows that emanate from it. The battle was fierce, but its outcome was sealed from the beginning. The rebellion, born of arrogance, met its end before the immutable reality of absolute power. Defeated, humiliated, the rebels were stripped of their glory and their light. They were cast out, thrown from the splendor of the celestial realm, falling through the cosmos like extinguished stars, toward abysses of darkness and void, a kingdom of exile they themselves had created. And so ended the great rebellion in heaven. But some say that in reality it never ended. The war simply changed its battlefield, because the real struggle, the true choice between light and shadow, loyalty and pride, no longer happens in the heavens above us, but within the fragile and precious terrain of every human heart. The choice is now ours. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Until next time, bye.